Give it a few minutes. We have to cut this part out.
All right, welcome.
Wait a second. I said give it a few minutes. We can cut that part out. Go.
Welcome to our Snapchat Premium Podcast. We're going to be discussing the central ideas of John Q, Panic Room, and Miss Doubtfire. I'm here with Jamar, Ezzy, Tiana, me and myself, Steven. What's up?
We're cutting that out.
All right, Jamar, what's the comment with John Q, Panic Room, and Miss Doubtfire?
If you really think about it, all three kind of have a parent who cares about their child. Do you agree, Esmeralda?
Sure.
How about you, Tiana?
Hell yeah. I mean, Doubtfire was over here, like, being that father figure who risked it all. Like, my dad didn't do that. So for him to do that, that's quotas. And then John Q, he was about to shut a whole hospital down for his kid. And then Panic Room, she risked her life. She came at that guy with a sledgehammer. So look.
I think all of them had like something that they couldn't do like for their child, so they had to risk it all. It's either they risk it all or just let their child die or something.
Go home or go big.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I think that's how they either let the child die or they die trying for their child. I think that's what everybody did. You
But
guys agree?
Miss Doubtfire didn't. She didn't die or anything. Her life was
I know.
on the line.
No, but
they all had to die.
not like everybody had to die, but like everybody could have died. How about that?
The one guy could have. Actually, you got a point. The one guy in Doubtfire could have died with that pepper. You're right, Steven. You're right.
Thank you.
You're right. I'll give you credit.
Well, the central idea. What do you think the central idea was for John Q?
Family's everything.
Yeah.
Family over everything. You guys agree?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, Panic Room.
Family is everything.
Family is everything.
I mean, I would think, don't try to rob a house.
Like, do your homework, basically.
Word,
They
pay
didn't do a
attention.
checkup. They just assumed.
That's exactly why they went into the house thinking that there was nobody in there.
And then homeboy
But there
was
was
like,
people-
let's leave. And they were like, nah, we're going to
And then they
finish
shot him in the
job.
head. Like, why would you do that? He was
Right.
like, nah, let's get out of here because he wasn't trying to go to jail. And then they shoot him in the back of the head. Like, who does that?
Raul was a bus driver. He could have been
Raul,
driving by
that's
and
another-
seen that there's a car there. Like, oh, they're moving in.
Word.
That was true.
But no.
So overall, what we think your opinion about the central idea for Panic Room was?
I still
Probably,
think it's family
yeah.
of everything.
Oh, well,
She threw those needles in there, like, hit her up, like...
she definitely did. But,
Like, she-
nah, she definitely did. But I definitely agree with Tiana about the whole do your homework. Because,
Yeah, like,
if you do,
But
like...
then homeboy went and he was looking in the window. He saw all the boxes. Usually when you move and you put boxes in, you usually spend that first night there.
Mm-hmm.
So for him
I'm
to
gonna
like assume
Fleck,
that,
he's doing it again.
So how about Miss Doubtfire? What's your opinion on that? You're the central
Family's
idea.
everything.
sometimes the mom ain't always right. Like she's
Sometimes
sometimes
the dad has to be the grandma.
Ugh.
yeah. No, but the dad had jokes in the grandma. He was talking about how
What?
her skin and everything. That's how she looked so young. Like, but it's
Like-
true. Like they always make the dad to be like the bad guy or like the deadbeat, but he was actually over
See,
here trying.
I mean, I would say, you know, a dad's love is unconditional, but
yeah, to an extent.
can't relate. Anyways,
If someone told me to draw that, that's the one thing I can't draw.
In general, all three you could fit in a category of central idea is family over everything.
Yeah.
We go all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Example, yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Family over everything. What's one similarity every movie had in common? You think?
Family over everything.
No, that's a central
Effort.
idea. Like,
Oh, common theme?
like,
Wait, what?
like, not the central idea. Like, what did one thing have every?
They all had effort. They all put in effort. Whether it was John Q shutting down a hospital for his son, or whether it was Doubtfire putting on a whole costume and playing as this person for his kids, or even Panic Room when the mom had to, be strategized and she had to be calm and she couldn't be crazy. And she had to keep in mind her daughter too. And her daughter was smart. Like, that's another thing. Sometimes in movies, the kids don't be up there and then it kind of
but she sure was. She.
had the needle on the side, like,
Yeah.
already. Like, she was smart.
But this mother pissed me off. She want to sit here and drop the what did this bitch do? She dropped the lamp, right?
Yeah, because she was
This bitch
too
had me
keeping it
up. And then she she knocked the phone away.
But she was smart. When she had the thing, she slid under the door. Otherwise, her daughter would have died. Because they wasn't opening that door for nothing.
Yeah.
So, to a degree, she quick with them hands.
Do you think each movie had a different message, or do you think each one had the same one?
Different level of aggressiveness.
Because every movie was just like every movie had like the same central idea, but each had like a different message. To be honest,
Each one was more like John Q was really intense, and then the second one was
Very
like,
intense.
very intense, and then
Like, if you think
DOUBTFIRE.
about it, John Q was kind of like showing you that a parent will do anything to save their child.
Even
Ew.
if it costs other people their lives.
Yeah. But if you really think about it, John Q did not harm anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He was there helping people while they was in
And then the pregnant woman, he let
prison
her
or whatever.
leave with her man, and he was letting people go.
Because, see, I think it
And the
was just a
Spanish
spur of the
woman was
moment.
like,
type of
very
thing.
nice man, very nice man. Goodbye.
like heated. He was like, at the moment he was heated. He
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing.
And then if you think about it, like in Panic Room, I mean she kind of did the same thing just about, but
In
I mean
Panic
she
Room?
was.
I almost cried. They shot Jared Leto. He actually looked good in this movie.
And this movie was a long time ago, bro. Like,
Yo.
he looked good. Like, he aged good.
How about DOUBTFIRE? What do you think the message was about that?
DOUBTFIRE,
You think you can't separate a kid from a
parent, yeah, a parent in
His father,
general, but yeah.
Especially since he was putting in effort. And, like, even though, like, he got laid off, like, he threw the kid a birthday party no matter the grade. Like, a grade is going to be a grade.
I
But that birthday party is not going to...
I
He's
think
not
like
getting that
regardless, the kid is always gonna be curious about the father or mother,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the hate or age. So sooner or later, they're gonna want to know what really happened.
Yeah.
Would you guys agree on that? I think-
Yeah, and then like the little girl's like, "Why did you guys separate?" "Oh, cause your dad made a birthday party for your brother."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that is the, like,
I know, you petty, Mom. You
the
real
corniest
petty.
reason to break up with somebody. But,
You had some built-up anger, didn't you?
oh, she sure did.
And then she was eyeballing the cat, though. Because that was the other thing. I think if that didn't happen, she probably would have cheated on him low-key. Because when she found out who, like, wanted to hold the conference with her, she was like, oh, really? Like, I can do that tomorrow. I'll definitely call them back.
everything. The divorce wasn't even over, and this bitch was ready to start sucking. Anyways,
Alright, so do you guys agree? Sometimes good people have to do bad things. Do you agree with that?
I do.
To make a statement, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think in each movie everybody did it? Like John Q did it for his son, but didn't.
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, John Q. I definitely agree with that statement.
But I think
if
for
you
the
really
other
think about it,
for the other two, they really didn't do anything really
Yeah,
bad.
no.
But DOUBTFIRE actually lied. He wasn't, I think, really supposed to have contact
Well,
with people.
Yeah, but if you think about it, yeah,
you have
lying or imprisonment.
or license or like holding up a whole hospital, like what?
Like,
what's
yeah.
The hospital, obviously, but still, like, you know.
Yeah, but like
somewhere there. Swimming,
like,
but still, obviously.
DOUBTFIRE, like he tried to just get his kids, like he could just gone to court or whatever, really.
See, now the hospital wasn't damn greedy.
Right.
It wouldn't have been a problem.
That's true.
That's true. Panic Room, what you
And
think?
it's reality,
What
too.
do you think with the Panic Room? What could have changed or what could have been different and to not go
Don't
the
be
crazy
lazy.
route?
Like, at
They
first,
wouldn't-
she
If the
was
bitch
being
grabbed her
lazy.
phone and the charger.
No, but
but
what
there's no
happened
signal
was
in the thing.
she was kind of being lazy because she didn't want
Oh,
to
you're
set up the
right.
panic room right away. So if she would have set everything up that night just in case, especially if you were in Manhattan, like
Yeah.
in the city.
First of all, it was your first night there anyway.
Exactly.
She's drinking wine. She's like in the bathtub and everything.
I mean, but like always have like a strategy too. Like no matter where you live, like always have a plan now.
Like there's always should be a plan B because like for John Q, he was there just at a baseball game and just like out of nowhere, boom,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
kid just fell and just like you
Yeah, but you
thought.
can't have a plan for that. Who's gonna plan?
I
Okay,
know,
just in
no,
case
no,
my
no,
kid
'cause-
goes in cardiac arrest, this is what we have to do.
No, but the kid, but if the father knew about his insurance changing, or if
He didn't know.
exactly,
They didn't tell
or if he had a better savings, because in the beginning of the movie, you remember how they repoed his car?
Mhm.
He wasn't doing the payments. So if he was more like if he was smart with his money,
Yeah,
he could have really overcome and not took this route.
definitely. And it's
Yeah.
like if you also know about your kid's condition, because I'm pretty sure it shows up the signs when they're younger. You should have been also kind of having that emergency money in the background and not
Exactly.
touching that just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's a big part of saving money a lot. Like because regardless, I think everybody should save money because no one knows what could really happen. Like you don't know if your parents or your parents' uncles are gonna need like an emergency and they don't have it. You're the only source.
Yeah.
Saving money. How about Panic Room? With that.
The husband was smart. I ain't gonna lie. Like even though he was low key the secretary and he was cheating, he was smart though because he literally was taking them beats when they sat there and told him, "Did you call the cops?" And he was like, "No, no, no, no."
Mhm.
He was taking them hits, even though he really did call the cop. And I also give kudos to the cop because he still went and called backup knowing the signs. Because he also was like, he kept questioning her, but he was like, just in case there's something you can't tell me, let me know now. But even though she didn't, I think he was still the one who went and got back up and came back just in case.
Most likely, because she also did tell him he was not allowed in the house.
Yeah, she kept saying that too, so I think he took that into consideration.
Or maybe the neighbor called.
That too, because remember she did the whole SOS thing that she learned from the Titanic?
Yeah, but he closed the curtains. He was like,
I think,
I'm trying to sleep.
yeah.
You're right.
I felt like that was the dad because they had like the same clothes. And then they said that they were right across the street from each other, they were close by. I think that was the dad because later on they went to sleep. And he had the same getup on.
Tiana, you cracked the code.
We have some podcast questions right here. If you would choose one movie out of all three, what would be your top one?
Panic Room.
Panic Room?
Yeah.
Really? I say John Q because I think that's like more instinct, more touching. Like, and it's
You know
more
what?
realistic.
I actually am going to change my
like
answer.
it's more realistic. Like they're both. I know they're both fake movies, but I feel like Panic Room. Not John Q. They touching mostly.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Mrs. Doubtfire, actually. Because
The devotion.
the determination that he has to see his kids more than what he's supposed to.
And use his
It
connection.
really, and to sit there and go through what he goes through, to sit there and even just to put on a wig and do all that to see his family, like that is very, like it shows a lot of,
Like it shows like there's still good dads and good people out there.
definitely.
And then he used his skill, and then him using his skill and sticking to himself. It's not like he did some side jobs or did anything
Exactly.
crazy.
Like clothing grimy. He was just
Yeah.
doing. He was just being him.
Yeah.
And then he even got a job through that, like, because the guy was sending people, and he was like,
Mhm.
oh, keep doing the thing with your dinosaurs and stuff like that.
So how about you? Why do you like Panic Room so much?
Panic Room was kind of a shitty movie, and I like looking at movies that are shitty. It's like if they make no sense some parts. That makes you mad. That's what I like to see.
So you like to get mad.
Yeah, sure.
And it's funny, too, at the same time.
Yeah.
How about you? Why did you choose Panic Room?
I don't
Because they're
know.
little.
Yeah. And, like, the plot was pretty good. To an extent. I mean, it's still a shitty movie, but it's still, like, the plot is good. Like, they could do more to it.
Yeah.
But then it was like, what's your 1% chance of getting a place that has a panic? So now it's, like, also teaching people, like, this is what could happen, this is what you should do if you're ever in that predicament. Like, that's why I like watching movies like that, because you can see everything that they're doing, you can do the opposite in real life. But then it's like, it also gives people motive to do shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the next question.
Next question we got here is, what movie could a parent have done better? Like, and what movie do you think the parent could have done better to, avoid
The problem?
problem? Exactly.
Well, John Q couldn't avoid the problem.
No, John Q. I think John Q. was one of the best parents out of all three movies.
Yeah, because if you really sit there and think about it, he wasn't worried about getting arrested.
He wasn't.
He just wanted to save his child.
He was either it's my son, and he was ready to kill himself for his son,
Mhm.
Yeah.
not knowing if they match or whatever. He was ready to put that bullet in.
No, he did. He said,
No,
he's like,
yeah.
we're both OP, O positive or
Oh,
rather.
yeah,
Yeah, so he's about to give his heart to his son.
I'm glad that we've got our questions in. Any other comments you guys want to do before we end the podcast?
No.
Make sure to check out those movies and give us your opinion.
Yeah, I think you should check out John Q, Panic Room, and Miss Doubtfire, and tell us what you think. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to us and on the podcast. Have a good day.